right. Excellent. Hey everyone, great to see you. Hey Amy. Hey Wendy. Oh, wonderful. Happy Tuesday. All right, we're just waiting for one person to get in the room, in the house, live and in person. So once she's in, we will get started. For practice today, grab, if you have a strap or a towel, because we're going to use it towards the end of practice. A little bit of strap work today. Welcome everyone, come on in. Get comfy, yes, grab the strap. Feel free to set up wherever you like. The space is your oyster. Just make sure you've got a nice good amount of distance between yourself and another practitioner. I'm dropping the strap over here for you, my dear. So we got Lee, Lisa, and I didn't catch your name.
Lisa.
You're Lisa.
And Isabel.
Isabel. I did not see your name in the roster. Great to have all of you here. Wonderful. Well, thanks for making it easy for me being in like one side, but please feel free to spread out if that feels better for you or more comfortable. And you might want to turn around and face me so we're all in one direction.
It was my first time here.
Oh, wow, great to have you here. All right, so we all have a strap, yeah? Cool. All right, folks at home, strap, yoga strap or a towel. And let's find a comfortable seat. Perhaps sitting in Virasana, Hero's Pose. If you need a block, feel free to grab one. And we'll sit it behind us at the lowest setting. Shins trace back behind us and toes in the direction of the shins. So for those of you that were with me last week, today's flow is going to seem rather familiar. But because of, let's see, we're taking it into a slightly deeper presence. Allow the fingertips to touch together. Yeah. Hakini Mudra. Allow the eyes to close. Feel your shins root down and the heart rise. The fingertips touch lightly up against one another so that there's spaciousness between the palms. Allow this mudra of concentration to just float for a moment right here in front of your heart space. And check in with the relationship between the fingers. Is there a lot of pressure? Are you tensely pushing the fingers towards one another to eagerly make a connection? Or is there a bit more softness? A bit more patience? Almost like a supple touch so that energy can better and more freely flow. Allow this mudra to float up to your third eye space. The thumbs will just lightly touch your third eye. Bless. Relax your shoulders, let them drop and melt away from your ears. Sternum rises, take a big breath in through the nose. Big exhale out of the mouth. Take a few moments Breathing in and out through the nose, allowing the mudra to just float right there at your third eye space. And with this passage in mind, we'll take it with us throughout our practice today. Action is movement with intelligence. The world is filled with movement. What the world actually needs is more conscious movement to then equal more action. BKS Iyengar. So we'll take that passage with us throughout today to fully step into the practice, being conscious of each movement, focused and on point. Take another big breath in through the nose. Big exhale out of the mouth. Conscious and a part of the conversation, you and your breath. Be involved with the rise and fall of the bellies and the hearts as you breathe in and breathe out. Let's open practice with the sound of 3 arms, keeping the Hakini Mudra, the mudra of focus and concentration, right there at your third eye space. Let's breathe in. Take a big breath in. Big sigh out of the mouth. Breathe your eyes open. Release your mudra. Pull your elbows in towards your sides. Make fists with your hands. And folks at home, if you are tuning in with the playlist, we'll press play, counting down from 3, 2, 1, play. So we'll start elbows pulling close to the ribs, and I'm just going to stand up for the camera here. Make fists, drop the knuckles down towards the earth. Yeah, hug the forearms in so that they're parallel to one another. Yeah, relax the shoulders. Then pinkies curve in towards one another, so kind of like a side bending. Yeah, exactly. Knuckles drop down again. Pinkies in, knuckles up. There we go. Thumbs out. Knuckles drop down. Pinkies side bend in, knuckles up, thumbs out, knuckles down, pinkies in, knuckles up. Thumbs out, knuckles down, pinkies in, knuckles up, thumbs out, knuckles down, pinkies in. And continue this on your own, moving as slow or as quick as you'd like, but being focused on every angle, right? Try not to move too quickly. If it feels a little crunchy, maybe slow it down in those areas. Couple more circles in this direction, last 3, 2,
Brianna, I lost audio.
how about now?
I can hear you. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry about that. All right, palms face out, spread the fingers wide. Make fists, squeeze it tight, open the hands wide. Squeeze tight fists, open jazz fingers. Just open, close, making sure to spread through the fingers. Make sure the wrists are in line with the elbows. Try not to use momentum, right? Only using the flexion of the wrists and the spreading of the fingers. Yeah, counting down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the fingers spread them a little wider, even spread the pinky and ring finger a little wider. They tend to get left behind. Soft release, Hakini Mudra at your heart. Feel that heat, feel that energy. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Come to stand back up your mats. Blocks can stay at the top of your mat. We'll use them throughout our practice. Fingertips touch the fronts of your shoulders. Lift the elbows up in line with your shoulders. Circle elbows up, back, around. Isolating the shoulder joint, the shoulder girdle, shoulder socket, moving in one direction. There's a soft bend in the knees. Feet are hips distance apart, and a slight pulling up and in of the pubis so that the lower back doesn't arch. Yeah, good. Right, so we try not to splay out the ribs, which can be a tendency. We kind of want to crack the heart open, right? Isolate it to the shoulders. Let's start there. Last 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. Ooh. And it might feel a little different. Moving slow again in those places that feel a little tight and a little crunchy. That's it. Last 3, 2, 1. Release your arms. Breathe them forward and up. Palms face each other. Maybe find Hakini Mudra above your head. And then palms will face out from you. Press the air away strong, almost like you have a Hakini Mudra in either hand. It's like a half Hakini, right? So a little cupping of the palms. Yeah, so it brings a little bit more strength, a little more activation throughout the arms. Good, good. Palms will face the back of the room. Good. Start to wing your arms back at a slight diagonal, almost winging the arms back. Palms are facing one another behind your back. Flip the palms up so that they face the sky. Lift the arms a little bit higher. Knit the front ribs in, pull the belly in. Feel all four corners of your feet grounding down. Try not to lock out the knees. Bend your elbows, hands find your sacrum. Release your hands. Let's do that again. Breathe the arms forward and up. Hakini Mudra overhead, just the fingertips touch for a moment. And then palms face away from you, press the air away. Use your back muscles, feel the shoulder blades kiss. Palms face the back of the mat, wing your arms back behind you at a diagonal. Nice. Palms then face the ceiling. Press the palms up towards the sky using the whole back of the arm, pressing through the triceps, keeping a soft bend at the elbows. Maybe this time you softly bend the elbows to find an interlace of the hands. To extend the arms, use the strength of the triceps to slowly lengthen the arms. The shoulders will squeeze together. Use the strength and intention of the back body to lengthen the arms. Keep pulling the belly in, knit, ribs knit in. Breathe. Stay for the breath out. One more breath in. Breath out, bend the elbows, hands to the sacrum. Release your arms. Good. Last time, breathe the arms forward and up. Hakini overhead. Palms press away, press the air away, strong, like there's something strong beneath you. Palms press behind you, wing the arms back, right? Energy between the arms, that they want to meet one another behind you, but they can't just yet, but it's an intention, it's there. Palms face the ceiling, lift the arms a little bit higher. Use the strength of those arms, yes. Find the interlace by bending the elbows, funky interlace this time, different thumb on top. Once again, you use the strength of the triceps to slowly extend the arms back. Yeah, try not to hyperextend the elbows. Fronts of the shoulders, lift up and back. Breathe in. Stay for the breath out. Last breath in. Breath out, bend the elbows, hands to the sacrum. Release. Feet widen to the width of your mat, bend your knees, elbows on tops of your thighs. Loading the hips a little bit, loading the legs. So it's just a little bit of a squat. Heart is lifted, head is lifted so that you're looking slightly forward. Hands find the shins or the ankles. Start to take little bounces, little isolated bounces. Wiggling the booty, just a bounce up and down, up and down. What this does is it helps to release the sacrum. So it'll be a little bit more available for our down dog when we come into it. And don't worry, for the folks on Zoom, I'm the only one that is on camera for this recording. So fear not, I'm the only one that will be seen doing this. Find some steadiness. Keep your feet and legs just as they are. Walk your hands far forward in front of you. Tense your fingers down on the ground. Drop your head. Look through the legs. Press down into the feet and drag the heels back behind you to lengthen the legs. You'll find a deeper hinge or a deeper crease of the hip crease, a deeper fold. Continue to walk your hands forward, feet back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nice. Right away, inhale, lift your heels, ripple forward, plank pose, rippling through the spine. Lower your knees, child's pose. Send your hips back to your heels. Come forward, all fours, hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Inhale, cow spine. Exhale, round the spine, untucking your toes for cat. Inhale, arch, tucking the toes. Exhale, rounding, untucking the toes. Couple more on your own. Staying focused on your foundation, feeling the openness that you've already created from the fingers, the wrists, the shoulders, and taking that same awareness into the feet, finding the flexion in the toes and the ankles. Next, inhale, find a neutral spine. Reach your right arm forward alongside your right ear. Okay, lean into that left hand, left fingertips. Palm presses away, almost as if we were standing up, right? Half T, the right arm to the right. Half T to the right, lift the arm a little bit higher. Begin to wing your arm back behind you. Palm faces the sky, lift the arm a little higher again. Yes, exactly. Keep leaning into those front fingertips. Don't fall back into the hips or fall back into the past. Take the hand back to the right side. Palm faces the back of the mat. Arm reaches forward alongside your ear. Palm faces inward. Good. Keep the arm lifted a little inch higher. Palm faces out. Find that half T. Palm faces the back of the mat. Lift that arm a little higher in your half T. Wing that arm back behind you. Palm faces the sky. Lift that arm a little bit higher. I know. Oof. Wing that arm to a half T. The palm will be facing the back of your mat. Reach that arm back forward. Palm faces inward. Lift that arm a little higher. We've got one more round. I know. Take that arm to a half T. Spiral the palm to the back of the mat. Lift that arm a little higher. Wing the arm back behind you. Palm faces the sky. Lift the arm a little higher. Use the tricep. Yeah, exactly. Long through the back of the neck. Try to gaze down the brim of your nose. Take the arm out half T. Palm faces the back of your mat. Reach the arm back forward. Palm faces in. Lift it a little higher. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Sit it back, child's pose. Oof, I know. Maybe tent those fingertips. Taking in some generous breaths. And then come forward, all fours again. We'll take it on the left side. Leaning into the right palm, the left arm will reach forward. Arm frames the left ear. Palm faces in. Take the arm out to a half T. Palm faces the back of the mat. Lift the arm a little higher. All right, feel that shoulder blade activate. Wing the arm back behind you. Palm faces the sky. Press the arm a little bit higher. Even lift your gaze slightly forward and up, staying long in the back of the neck. Take that arm out to a half T. Palm faces the back of the mat. Reach the arm back forward, palm faces in, lift the arm a little higher. Half T, wing the arm out, half T. Palm faces the back of the mat. Lift that arm a little higher in the half T, wing the arm back. Palm faces the sky. Lift that arm a little higher. Take it out to the half T, palm faces the back of the mat. Reach the arm forward, palm faces in, lift it a little higher. One last round, I know. Half T, palm faces the back. Lift that arm a little higher in the T. Wing the arm back. Palm faces the sky. Lift the arm a little higher, lean into those bottom fingertips. Take the arm out, half T, palm faces the back. Lift that arm a little higher. I know I'm shaking too. Reach the arm forward, palm faces the center. Lift it a little higher, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Whew. I know. Come forward, all fours. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Let's open up through the backs of the legs and the back of the knees, since you're a little compressed. Yeah, take a breath in. Flutter through the lips. Lift the heels on your inhale, ripple forward, plank pose. Lower your knees, child's pose. Untuck your toes, hips to heels. Inhale, come forward, all fours. Hands and knees. Lengthen your right leg back behind you. Squeeze the right glute, almost like you're resisting it from lifting off the ground. You'll float the right toes, bend the right knee. Yeah, good. Heel presses up towards the sky. Looking to the right, you're gonna circle your right knee out to the right to tap the right tricep. Circle it out and back behind you. Bring it to tap outside behind the left knee. So it's narrow Gomukhasana legs. Shins touch together and shift the hips back towards the heels. Keep the hands just where they are. Breathe into those outer hips, squeeze in towards the midline. Yeah, nice. Keep your head lifted, looking forward between your thumbs. Shift the weight back forward onto your hands, float the right knee up and around. Right knee taps the tricep. Look forward, lean into those fingertips. Circle it out and around, tap the knee behind the left knee. Good, let's do that again. Breathe in, lift it up, circle it out and around. Circle it back and down. We've got one more. Get used to this movement because we're gonna do it standing up. Last circle to the tricep. Circle it out, back behind you, tap it behind the knee. Then lift it back up towards the sky, heel presses up. Squeeze that right glute as you extend the right leg. Lower the toes to the ground. Right knee meets the left. Nice. Let's do that on the left. Left leg extends. Squeeze the left glute. Almost resist the lift. You'll bend the knee. Left heel presses towards the sky. Look to the left, then circle the left knee out to the left to tap the tricep. Circle it out and around, come to tap behind, ground it outside of the right shin. Shins narrow in like a narrow Gomukhasana, and you shift the hips back to the heels. Press down into the tops of your feet to open up the fronts of the ankles. Nice, yeah. Shift forward. Lift that left knee up and around, circle it to tap the tricep. We've got that 2 more times. So it's a circle out, round, comes behind the right knee, circle it back forward, taps the tricep. We've got one more. Yeah, beautiful. Next time you tap the knee down on the ground, float the knee, press the heel up towards the sky, squeeze the left glute as you lengthen the left leg. Left toes touch the ground, plank pose, downward facing dog. Stay here in your dog. I promise there will be plenty of vinyasas to vinyasa. Plenty of time for that. Squeeze your right glute as you lift your right leg to the sky. Knee to nose, step the foot between the hands. Back knee lowers down, untuck the toes, roll up to a crescent lunge. Hakini Mudra overhead, touch the fingers lightly, navel pulls in, ribs pull in as well. As you exhale, bend the elbows, Hakini Mudra drops behind your head. Hug that right hip in as the left hip moves forward. Breathe in, lift the Hakini Mudra up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down to frame your front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Feel free to use blocks here underneath your hands as you shift your weight back, lengthening your front leg. Back knee stays bent, so it's like a funky pyramid. You're pressing into your right big toe. The left knee is bent so that the right leg extends. Shift forward, low lunge. Back heel carves down. Hands to the inside of your right foot, wide leg straddle, Prasarita. Ground the outer edges of your feet. All 4 corners are nice and grounded. Hands underneath your shoulders, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the left knee. This is a variation Rainbow Warrior. This will be our variation Rainbow Warrior that we'll take throughout class. Feet will remain parallel. Look forward to the top of your mat. Crawl forward. Full lunge, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog and stay. Left leg lifts, squeeze from the left glute to lift the leg. Knee to nose on your exhale, step the foot between your hands. Back knee lowers, untuck your toes, slow float up to crescent lunge. Hakini Mudra overhead. On your exhale, drop it back behind you, bending the elbows. Left hip squeeze in so the right hip moves forward. Navel pulls in. On the breath in, lift the arms. Exhale, hands come to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee just a few inches off the ground. Hands on the blocks. Press into the front big toe to lengthen the left leg. Look forward as you do this. Keep your head lifted, heart is lifted as well. Press into that back foot, come forward, low lunge. Back heel lowers, Prasarita, wide leg straddle. Fold through, wide legs, ground down through the outer edges of those feet. More weight in the toes than the hamstrings. Inhale, lift your chest flat back, hands under the shoulders, bend your right knee. Variation rainbow. Beautiful. Look forward. Crawl to the top of your mat, low lunge, breathing in. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Lift the heels, inhale, ripple forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees, shift your weight into your fingertips. On your exhale, lower halfway, stay. Press the ground away. Do that again, exhale, lower halfway. Press the ground away. Last time, half push up, lower everything to the mat. Third eye touches the ground, untuck your toes, legs are long. On your inhale, lift your hands an inch off the ground, just the hands. Squeeze the shoulders, strength through the triceps, wing the arms back behind you and along your sides. Lift the arms a little higher, palms face the sky. Keep reaching the fingers back behind you, shrug the shoulders away from the ears. You're growing long through the spine, long through the legs. Keep going, growing long as you begin to lift the head and the chest. Baby cobra. Floating right here on our navel, we press down through the tops of the feet. Keep lifting the backs of the arms up. That'll help lift the chest. Take a flex in the wrist so that the points of the fingers face down towards the ground. Bend the elbows, bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Float the hands just an inch. Yeah, I know. Keep the heart and head lifted. Ground the hands. Press down into the earth. And as if you have mason jar lids underneath your hands, press down and spiral out. Feel the opening of the collarbones. Feel the spreading of the shoulders. Breathe in. Press the ground away, all fours, tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Slow walk to the top of your mat. When you get there, bend your knees, lift your arms, your head, your heart, chair pose. Lean into the toes, lift the heels. We're adding on. So feet are hips distance apart in our chair pose. Good solid foundation, lean into the toes to lift the heels. Hakini Mudra overhead. Find a point of focus, don't leave it. Press into the big toes, slow, stand up to tippy toe stand. Press the hips forward, navel pulls in. Keep the toes lifted. Keep the heels lifted. Palms press out and away from you. Keep lifting up tall as the arms press to a T. Then lower the heels. Palms face back behind you. Wing the arms back. Good. Bend the elbows. Hands come to the sacrum. Inhale, lean back into those hands. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Keep looking up as you bend your knees. Sit the hips back. Bend the knees, keep sitting the hips back, slow to forward fold. The head folds and lats. Hands stay on the hips. Inhale, lift up, halfway, flat back. Breathe in. Exhale, refold, melt the hands to the ground, let it go. Right foot steps back, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees. Then half push up. Lower everything to the ground. Baby cobra. You press the ground away. Keep spiraling the hands down and out so that the collarbones spread. Breathe in. Press the ground away. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Look between the thumbs, hop or step to the top of your mat. Feet are hips distance apart, chair pose right away. Hakini Mudra overhead. Lean into the toes, lift the heels. Press into the big toes, come to stand. Lots of big toe activation today. Keep the heels lifted. Palms press out and away, find that T. Once you've found that T, you can lower the heels. Palms press back behind you, wing the arms back. Bend the elbows, hands to the sacrum, breathe in, lift up, look up. Bend the knees as you exhale, slow forward, fold. Hands stay where they are, you inhale, lift up, halfway, look forward. Exhale, refold, let it go. Left foot steps back, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. This time lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, untucking the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog, step the feet together. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look between the thumbs, hop or step. Feet are hips distance apart, chair pose. Lean into the toes, lift the heels. Hakini overhead. Slow press up to stand. Palms press out and away. Find the T shape. Heels ground. Wing the arms back. Hands onto the hips. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, bend the knees. Sit the hips back as you slowly forward fold. Head falls off last. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, refold. Plant the hands, right foot steps back, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees, look between the thumbs. Hop or step. Chair pose. Hakini overhead. Lift the heels. Slow press up to stand. Palms press out, find that T. Lower the heels, wing the arms back. This time, interlace the hands. Palms press together, breathe in, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, bend the knees, keep looking up as long as you can until you can't anymore. Folding forward, head drops last. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, refold, release the hands. Right foot steps back, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, plank pose. Exhale, halfway chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees, look between the thumbs. Exhale, hop or step to the top. Feet hips distance, chair pose. Hakini Mudra overhead. Lift the heels as you lean into the big toe. Press all the way up to stand. Palms press out, find the T shape. Lower the heels. Palms press behind you, wing the arms back. Funky interlace this time, breathe in. Lift the heart, lift the gaze, lean back. Exhale, bend the knees, keep looking up until you can't anymore. Forward fold, let the head go. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, refold. Release the hands, left foot steps back, breathe in. Plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here. Big breath in. HA out of the mouth. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, hop or step to the top. Chair pose. Hakini Mudra overhead. Lean into the toes, lift the heels. Press all the way up to stand. Slow lower to the T shape. Lower your heels, swing the arms back. Hands to your sacrum. Release. Tadasana. I promise we would get moving. Just take a few breaths here in your mountain shape. Reconnecting with your breath. Slowing it down if you need. Eyes are open. Loosen yourselves up a little bit. We've got a funky shape that I'll demonstrate really quick. This is called a Shiva squat and run. So I'll lean into my right foot. I'm going to face the camera here so they see best, since you have the live and in-person version. So it's kind of like an OMG. We step our left foot behind, but instead the back foot floats. So it's this circling runner squat. Right? It's like a Shiva squat, which is this shape, into this standing kind of running shape. And we use the whole circumference, the whole circularity of the hip. So join in with me whenever you're ready. We're standing on the right foot. The left knee circles out and around. And the circle doesn't have to be too big. Just find more steadiness in the standing foot. Yeah. So you want to keep pressing down into that big toe mound. That's why we did all that tippy toe work. Get comfortable with it. Next time you come to stand, release, and we'll take it on the other side. So let's start it this way. Right knee pulls in, left arm is up, right arm is back. You circle it out, back, and down. You kind of switch the arms to help with the counterbalance. Press down into that standing big toe, all the way up. Yeah, that's it. Give me two more. Nice. Trying to move slowly, thoughtfully, fully conscious of your actions. Next time you come up to stand, release. Circle the arms out and up, high prayer, breathing in. Exhale, pull through center, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, refold, bend your knees, plant the hands, hop or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. All right, let's flow. Squeeze from the right glute and lift the right leg. Step the foot between the hands. Back heel carves down. Hips are forward, warrior one. Come on up. Hakini Mudra overhead. Yeah, light touching, light connection between the fingertips. Bend the elbows. Hakini drops behind the head. Keeping the Hakini Mudra behind our head, lift up the front heel. So come onto the tippy toes of your front foot. Yeah, nice. Ground the outer edge of the back foot. Keep that back heel solid. Good. When you lift the arms, you'll lower the heel, lengthening the front leg long. That's it. Heel toe the right foot to the left, opening up for warrior two. Heels in line. Slow. Pull the low belly in, avoid the arching of the booty back. Hug everything in towards the midline. Press into the big toe, lengthen the front leg, lift the arms, flying warrior. Right toe stay pointing forward. Exhale, warrior two. Two more like that. Breathe in, lift up, flying. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift up for flying. Stay here. Lift the front toes, parallel the feet. Flying warrior. Bend your left knee, prayer to your heart. It's your variation rainbow. Nice. Heart is tall, beautiful. Booty reaches back, heart reaches forward. Plant the hands underneath your shoulders, look forward. Crawl to the top of your mat, low lunge, vinyasa. That can be chaturanga into upward facing dog. We meet in down dog. Anytime you want to skip that, you can totally do that. Hang out in dog, child's pose, whatever you'd like. Let's try on the left side. Squeeze from the left glute to lift the left leg. Step the foot between the hands. Back heel carves down, hips face forward, warrior one, float on up, Hakini Mudra overhead. Come on, oops, first, Hakini Mudra drops behind your head. Lift the front heel. Maybe bend into your warrior one a little bit deeper, going a little deeper into that left hip crease. Yeah, make sure the front heel is lifted as long as you have healthy toes and healthy ankles. Lift the arms as you lengthen the front leg to reground the heel. Pivot the heel toe to the right, warrior two. We get the heels in line. Nice. Beautiful. Relax your shoulders. Check in and make sure the front knee scales over the front ankle. Beautiful. Press into the front big toe, lift up. Flying warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Stay nice and tall. Inhale, lifts up. Exhale, warrior two. Last one, inhale, lift up. Lift the front toes, parallel the feet, flying. Prayer to the heart, bend the right knee for your variation rainbow. Keep grounding the outer edge of that back foot down. Try not to drop your heart around the spine. Stay lifted, proud, and active. Palms find the ground. Crawl yourself forward, top of the mat, low lunge. Vinyasa. Beautiful. Let's take that and add on. From your right glute, squeeze and lift the leg. Step the foot between the hands. Back heel carves down, warrior one. Hakini mudra overhead right away. Bend the elbows, drop the mudra behind your head. Lift the front heel, sink into those hips a little deeper. As you lift the arms, lengthen the front leg to slowly ground the front heel. Warrior two. Nice. Inhale, press into that big toe, lift up, flying. Lift the front toes, parallel the feet to the back of your mat, warrior two. Left toes turn back. Nice. Press into that left big toe, come up, flying warrior. Come through center, parallel your feet to the top of the mat, warrior two. Good. From here, hinge from your hips, reach forward. Reach forward as far as you can, coming into side angle pose. Drop the right elbow on top of that right thigh. Fingers point in the direction of your right toes. Lift the left arm and lungs up towards the sky. Maybe the gaze follows. Press into your feet, warrior two. Press into that front big toe, lengthen the leg, lift up, flying. Parallel the feet. Rainbow warrior, variation. Bend the left knee for your heart. Beautiful. Hands find the ground, look forward. Crawl yourself forward, low lunge. Into Shiva squat, here's where it changes. Pull the left knee in behind the right knee. Look forward. Left arm is forward, right arm is back. Big circle up to stand. Yeah, let's do that one more time. Circle it back and down. Focus, slow. Find the standing position. Nice. Prayer to your heart, sink into your seat. It's a little shallow chair pose. Weight is in the left foot. Bend your right knee, pull it in towards your chest. Make a connection between the forearm and the knee. Lengthen the right leg long, tap the heel to the ground. If the heel doesn't reach, guess what that means? You need to bend your standing knee a little deeper. That's right, we're working. Oof, strong. Pull the knee in towards the forearm, make a connection. Lengthen the leg, tap the heel to the ground. Re-bend, switch back, warrior three. Right leg lengthens, keep the prayer at your heart. Shrug the shoulders away from the chest. Bend the left knee so the back toes tap down, high lunge, keep the prayer. Keep bending into the back knee as you lengthen the front leg, pressing into the front big toe. Yes, lean back and trust that back leg. Keep pulling the belly in, hips press forward. Breathe. You'll press into that back foot to switch forward, low lunge. Hands find the ground. Nice. Vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Left leg is high. Breathe in. Exhale, step the foot through. Warrior one. Hakimi overhead. Bend the elbows. Lift the front heels, sink the hips. As you lift the arms, lengthen the front leg, lower the heel down, warrior two. Press into the front big toe, lift up, flying. Parallel the feet to the back of your mat, warrior two. Right toes turn back. Inhale, lift up, flying. Parallel the feet to the front, warrior two. From here, hinge forward, forward, until you can bring the left elbow to the top of the left knee. Fingers in the direction of the left toes. Lift the right arm up, along with the right lungs. Breathe, lean back slightly into the backs of your hearts. Press into your feet, warrior two. Lengthen the front leg, flying parallel the feet. Variation rainbow, prayer to the heart, bend the right knee. Plant the hands, walk yourself forward, long lunge. Shiva squat. Right knee pulls in behind the left. Look forward. Right arm is forward, left arm is back. Slow Shiva run up to stand. Yeah. Give me one more. We'll meet in a standing position. Release. Nice. Prayer to your hearts. Shallow chair. Lean into the right foot. Pull the left knee in towards your chest. Make a connection by bending into the standing knee a little bit deeper. Lengthen the left leg, tap the heel. Rebend, tap the forearm. Lengthen the leg, tap the heel to the ground. Last time, pull the knee in, switch back, warrior three. Belly pulls in, lift the heart. Flex the floating foot. Bend into the standing knee, back toes tap down, high lunge. Keep the prayer, lean back. Keep bending the back leg as you lengthen the front. Yeah, press into that big toe. Lean back, even take your gaze up towards the sky. Press into that back foot, hinge forward, low lunge. Vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Last round, right leg high, breathe it in and up. Step the foot through. Warrior one. Hakimi overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows. Lift the front heel, sink a little deeper into those hips. Yeah. Inhale, lift the arms, lengthen the front leg, ground the heel. Warrior two. Inhale, lift, then lift right on up, flying parallel the feet. Warrior two to the back of your mat. Press into the feet, inhale, lift up, through center, flying. To the front, warrior two. Hinge forward, side angle pose. Maybe this time you find the ankle, or stick with the elbow on the knee. Lift the left arm up as the top lungs and top ribs open and expand. Press into the feet, come up, warrior two. Flying, lift up, pressing into that big toe. Parallel the feet. Variation rainbow, prayer at your heart, bend the left knee. Plant the hands, look forward, crawl to the top of your mat. Shiva squat, left knee behind. Look forward. Left arm is forward, right arm is back. One Shiva run up to stand. Woo! Let it go. Prayer to the heart. Feet are hips distance, shallow squat. Lean into the left foot, right knee into the chest. Make a connection. Drop those hips a little bit more if you need to. Lengthen the leg, tap the heel. Bend the knee, tap the forearm. Last time, lengthen the leg, tap the heel. Rebend the knee, switch back, warrior three. Nice. Bend the front knee, back toes tap down, high lunge. That's it, press into that big toe. Lengthen the front leg. Keep bending the back knee. Yeah, exactly, beautiful. Press off that back foot, swing the arms forward and down, vinyasa. We need a downward facing dog. From your left glute, squeeze and lift the leg. Step the foot between the hands. Warrior one. Hakimi overhead. Exhale, drop it behind you. Nice. Lift the front heel. Sink those hips a little deeper. Inhale, lift the arms, lengthen the front leg to ground the heel. Warrior two. Nice. Inhale, lift up, flying. Parallel the feet to the back of the mat, warrior two. Inhale, lift up, flying through the center, warrior two to the top. Hinge forward, forward, forward. Left hand finds the left ankle. Lift the right arm up. Feel the feet press down and squeeze towards one another to activate the midline. Come on up, warrior two. Lengthen the front leg, lift the arms, flying warrior. Prayer at the heart, bend the right knee, variation rainbow. Plant the hands, look forward, crawl to the top of your mat, low lunge. Right knee bends behind, Shiva squat. Look forward. Right arm is forward, left arm is back. One run up to stand. Shoo. Tadasana. Prayer at the heart. Shallow chair. Lean into the right foot. Left knee in towards the chest. That's it. Sink those hips, bend that standing knee. Then lengthen the front leg, tap the heel. Rebend. Lengthen, tap. Rebend, switch it back. Warrior three. Phew. Front knee bends, back toes tap down, high lunge. You got it. Press into that front big toe, lengthen the front leg, lean back. Keep bending that back knee. Yeah, that's it. Press off the back toes, come forward. Low lunge, vinyasa. That's it, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Phew. Take a big breath in. HA out of the mouth. Right. Walk your hands towards your feet. Keep lifting up your heels. Tippy toes. You're all the way in the back of your mat. And a tippy toe forward fold. Bend your knees, lift your head, your hard chair pose. Ooh, from the ground up, right? Hakini overhead, look forward. Press into the toes, slow rise up to stand. Yeah, press the hips forward, navel pulls in. That's it. See how tall you can get, how stable you can get. Keep lifting high through the heels. Find that T shape, press the arms out and down. Slow lower the heels. Release the arms. Chair pose. Regular style. You're gonna lean forward into those toes. Plant the hands, Bakasana crow pose. Lift the heels, bend the knees. Knees will find the backs of the triceps. Lean into those fingertips. Yeah, lift the head, look towards the horizon, not down, not behind you, forward. Yeah. Fly as long as you'd like. It's a slow walk back forward into your downward facing dog. Feel free to vinyasa if you'd like. Namaste. Right leg lifts. Breathe it in and up. Step the foot through. Back knee lowers, untuck the toes, crescent lunge, just like we started. Hakimi overhead, bend the elbows. Elbows point directly up towards the sky. Hug the right hip in, left hip presses forward. Feel free to melt back, finding a back bend. Hips will melt forward and down. If you need to, you can heel toe the front foot forward, giving yourself a little bit more room. But lean into those arms, trust, open. Pull your guts in, lift on up, arms lift as well. Hands come down to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee a few inches. Press into the front big toe, lengthen your front leg. It's that funky pyramid. Look forward. Press off that back foot, warrior three. Blocks underneath your hands if you need. Flex that floating foot. From here, find that Shiva squat. Bend the left knee behind the right. Look forward. This time, right hand comes to grab the floating foot. Find that left foot. Float that left hand up in front of you, right? Just like you're about to run. Press the foot into the hand. Find a twisted dancing Shiva coming up to stand. Yeah. And just keep coming up to stand, allowing the knees to meet one another. Release the foot, lift the arms. Shoot. Funky, right? Lean into the left foot, pull the right knee towards your chest. Prayer to the heart. Open the right knee to the right. Heel presses slightly forward to find the external rotation in the hip socket. Right piece fingers around the right big toe. Any amount of extension for Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, B. Left arm will reach out to the left for counterbalance. Yeah. Press into that standing big toe. Lean back. Take your sternum forward and up. Wherever your eyes look, can you take your heart with it? Tree pose. Press the foot to the inside of the left thigh. Prayer to the heart. Then reach the arms forward and up. Press the arms to the T position. Then wing the arms back behind you. Find the interlace. Lengthen the arms. Press the fists back behind you. Knit the front ribs in. Beautiful. Balance. Focus. An inner Hakini Mudra. Conscious movement. Moving with purpose, not just moving to move. Slow release of the arms, lift them out and up, overhead. Right knee points forward, cactus twist to the right. Woo. Using that inner strength and no external forces to get you there. Yeah, nice, beautiful. See if you can lift up a little taller and make your elbows disappear. If you can see them in your peripheral vision, maybe they're too far forward. Wing them back behind you. Get them out of your view. Open your heart. Come back forward, lift the arms. Lower the right foot. Breathe in, get tall. Exhale, forward fold, core through center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold, chaturanga. Take your vinyasa, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Left leg lift, step the foot through. Back knee lowers, untuck the toes, crescent lunge. Hakini overhead, bend the elbows, Hakini drops behind. Melt the hips forward and down, lifting the heart, leaning back. Breathe. Strong belly. Pull the guts in, lift up, lift the arms. Hands come to the ground, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Press into the front big toe to lengthen the front leg for your funky pyramid. Yeah. Press off those back toes, come forward, warrior three. Hands on blocks underneath the shoulders. Square the outer right hip down. Everything's neutral and faces the ground. Then bend the right knee behind the left. Find that Shiva squat. Take your left hand to find that right foot. You're finding the outer edge of that foot. Looking forward, right arm lifts off of that block. You press the foot into the hand. Yeah, coming up for a twisted Shiva. It's super twisted, super funky. Make sure that right knee is pointing down. Yes, lift those right fingers up. Press into the standing big toe, come up to stand. That's it, knees meet, feet to the ground, arms lift. Woo, we did it. Lean into the right foot, left knee pulls into your chest, prayer to your heart. Left knee opens to the left, kick the heel forward, peace fingers around the left big toe. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, please. Any amount of extension. If you need to keep the knee bent, then keep the knee bent. Just be honest with your movement. Moving forward consciously. Tree pose. When you found your stability, you'll reach the arms forward and up. Palms will press away, finding that T shape. Swing them back behind you, find a funky interlace this time. Roll the shoulders up and back. Yeah, that's it. Squeeze the fists back and away from you. Let the whole front body open and rise. Breathe. Release the arms. Left knee points forward. Cactus twist to the left. That's it. Flex the left foot so that there's intention through the entire length of the leg. Yeah, exactly. Can you lift up a little taller? Wing your elbows back a little bit more out of your vision. Come forward. Arms lift. Feet meet. Get tall. Breathe in. Exhale. Pour through center. Forward fold. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, refold, bend the knees, chaturanga. Take your vinyasa, and we will meet in downward facing dog. Nice work. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Inhale, come forward, plank. Lower your knees, child's pose. Slow roll up to sit on your heels. Hakini Mudra at your heart space. Close your eyes. And you can hold Hakini at your heart or at your third eye, wherever it resonated most strongly for you. Whatever takes you higher. Bringing you to higher consciousness of self and surroundings. Not doing just to do or move just to move. Having intention and purpose behind it. Release your mudra down to your left. Open your eyes. All fours downward facing dog. Right leg lifts to the sky. Step the foot between the hands, low lunge. Keep the back toes tucked. Find blocks if you need. We're going for full split. So you'll lengthen the front leg, toes are lifted, you'll slide the heel forward, lifting the back knee, taking it to any depth that feels good to you, maybe a block underneath the right hip. When you found your position of the legs, we'll lift the arms up. Hakini overhead. You'll bend the elbows. Of course, if you feel more safe and secure, keeping your hands on blocks, you can do that as well. Just breathe into those legs, breathe into the spaces that have walls or barricades. See if you can breathe a little space. Navel pulls in, lift the arms. If your hands are already on the ground or on blocks, keep them there. Press your hands into that as you shift the hips up and back. Re-stepping into the right foot to bend the right knee. Heel toe the right foot all the way to the left. We're coming into a pigeon pose. Right shin finds the ground. Any propping underneath the right hip that you need. That's it. Walk your hands under your shoulders, press the ground away. Downward facing dog. Feel free to vinyasa or stay. Left leg lifts. Breathe in. Step the foot through, low lunge. Back knees lower. Keep the back toes tucked. Lengthen the front leg. Lift the toes. Slide the heel forward, finding a split. Hanuman. Maybe a block underneath the hip. Always honoring each side and its differences. If it's comfortable for the back knee, you can untuck the back toes. And you can always keep the option of having the hands on the hips or grounded on your blocks. If you feel safe and secure, you might lift the arms up. Sometimes lifting the arms up takes us out of our low body, out of our hips that sometimes want to drag us back and behind, get a little bit more lifted. And maybe it's just one arm, just to see what that feels like. If you feel stable, you might bend the elbows behind the head. Breathing. Finding peace in the shape. Lift the arms. Plant your hands onto your blocks. Tuck the back toes. Slowly slide the front heel back towards you to re-bend the front knee. Heel toe the left foot to the left and peel the left shin down to the mat for pigeon pose. Any propping up underneath the hips that you may need. Folding forward to any max. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders, press the ground away. Downward facing dog. Stay or vinyasa. Come forward, plank pose. Lower your knees, child's. Roll back to sit on your heels, swing the legs forward. Dandasana. Flex the toes. Palms are outside the hips. Bend the right knee in towards the chest, cross it over the left leg. Lift the arms, take a cactus twist to the right. Press down into that right big toe. Twist from the navel, breathe in, lift a little higher. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, lift up through center. Take a counter twist to the left. Come back to center. Gomukhasana. Right knee stacks on top of the left. You can lean into that left hip to swing the bottom leg around, stacking your knees. Finding the feet with the hands. Full Gomukhasana, you'll reach the left arm forward, bending the elbow behind you. Press the head into the arm. Tee the right arm out, then wing the arm back behind you. Bend the elbows. Maybe you find the clasping of the hands. If that's too far away, you have a strap nearby. You can take one end into the one hand and the other end into the other hand. So you have somewhat of a connection, if not with the fingers. Maybe close the eyes. Gentle release of your strap if you were using it, releasing the right arm and then the left arm. Open your eyes and slowly begin to unfold your legs, bringing yourself to a double pigeon. So don't unfold completely, just take yourselves to stack ankle to knee, ankle to knee. Brief, very brief. Just breathe into that, make sure to flex the feet. And then we're gonna go for full lotus. You're gonna bring the top foot as close into the left hip as you can get it. Bottom leg kind of shifts out from underneath. You assist it up and over. So the feet find the hip creases. Going for lion's pose. So watch me first. You're gonna press your hands into the ground behind your hips, and you're slowly gonna walk yourself forward onto your knees. Fingertips are on the ground. We're gonna allow the hips to melt towards the earth. It's a big breath in. You lift up the heart, look up, big breath in. Lion's breath out, look for the third eye. You almost go cross-eyed. Yeah, do that again. Breathe in. Stick out the tongue. Once more, breathe in. Lion's breath, breathe out. Slow. Lower the hips back down. You'll gently uncross the legs, assisting yourself up and out. Finding Dandasana, legs reach forward, palms outside your hips. Left knee pulls in. Cross it up and over the right. Lift the arms. Cactus twist to the left. Press into that left big toe. Yeah. Breathe in, lift up a little taller. As you exhale, twist a little deeper. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift up through center. Counter twist to the right. Bow the third eye down to the ground. Come back to center, Gomukhasana. Stacking with knee on top of knee, leaning into that right hip. Just swing the bottom leg around. Stacking the knees, finding the feet with the hands. Full Gomukhasana, you'll reach the right arm forward and up. Bend the elbow. And if you need it, we have a strap nearby. You can hold on to the strap with the top hand. Tee the left arm out, wing it back behind you, bend the elbow, find the rest of the strap. Maybe bringing the fingers closer together. Try not to force. Press the head gently into that top arm so that the front body lifts. The heart isn't crowded. Gently release the arms. Melt the arms down. guys. Slowly unfold yourself, stacking into a double pigeon. Keep the feet flexed. We go ankle to knee. And then, if it's comfortable for you, the first time felt okay, then let's give it a try here. Full lotus. Keep the flex in the feet. Bring the left foot to the right hip crease. Right foot to the left hip crease. We're having a little bit of sound issues. Hands come behind you. Press the ground away to lift the hips. Walk the hands forward. Come to stand on the knees. Slow, slow. Try not to push or force. You walk the hands as far forward as you can get them, as much as the hips will allow you, right? Yeah, if you want to just stay in that double pigeon or lotus, that's totally cool. Everyone else that's in lions, take a big breath in, look forward, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, lion's breath out. Stick out your tongue. One more, breathe in. Look for the third eye, breathe out. Slowly shift your hips back to find the ground. Slow, slow. Unfold. Even Dandasana. Reach the arms forward. Slowly roll all the way back for Shavasana. Let the feet find the corners of the mat. Arms are spread wide, palms face the sky. Take a big breath in. Big sigh out of the mouth. Another breath in. This time hum. little deeper. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reach your arms back up overhead. Take a nice big stretch. Breathe in. And exhale, let it go. Slide your hands behind your head, interlacing your fingers. Drag your feet to the ground one by one. Almost like you're landing on the beach. Enjoy it, take it in. And if you're laying in the sunshine, well, you're already there. Pull your knees into your chest and rock over to your left side. The side of care. And slowing down so that we are truly conscious on our endeavors as we move forward and shifting into this new world. Press yourselves up to a seated position, keeping the eyes closed. We'll close practice with the sound of everything. The sound of Om, prayer in our hearts. Let's breathe it in. Honoring conscious intentions selected as we move. Bow your third eye down to meet your prayer, honoring your voice, your practice. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace. Harmony. Thank you. Take your time, feeling out. I think I got the Victor bug. Thank you, Amy. Great to see you.
Thank you so much.
See you
Bye.